Welcome to part two. So, if you don't know where we are, start with part one to get to part two. So, we've spoken about the spiritual part, which is ancestors and spirit guides and God influencing your relationship. Hence, why some of you guys are struggling in relationships. And then there is soul ties. Soul ties, whether bad or good. But the fact of the matter is that your heart is not where you are. Your higher self and your life self, which is higher self, is your soul self, your energetical self, your spirit self, and your physical self are not in alignment. So, meaning your heart is somewhere else, which is your spiritual self, is somewhere else in terms of Umjolo, but your physical self is somewhere else. You are dating another guy too, but your heart or your spiritual self is still left behind in another relationship. What happens a lot, and a lot of people right now are sleeping next to other people, are married to other people, while else they are thinking and dreaming and missing other people. It happens a lot. And it's not your fault, even if you get into a relationship and somebody is still in love with someone else. It has nothing to do with you. Guys, you need to understand this. You will not be able to help that person heal. It's a personal journey where they must decide where they want to be, whether they want to be with you or they want to be with another person. And if they want to be with you, it's their job to go through a healing process, which takes time. It's not a destination. It takes years for some. Some takes months, but it depends how long they were together with that person. It depends what kind of connection they also had. So that's why most times people think that they are ready to be, oh, confirmation, sorry. Some people believe that they are ready to be in a relationship, whereas they are not, because we are not used to feeling, we are not used to thinking, we are not used to allowing ourselves to sit with our emotions. We were never taught this. And a lot of us don't know how to work out emotions. There's a lot of information on the internet about do your shadow work, healing. Guys, I promise you, healing is not something that you can write in a book and explain how it works and where you should start and where you should end. It's a personal journey, specifically and similarly to the spiritual journey. Personal. What hurt you? How did it hurt you? When did you realize you were hurt? How do you feel about the hurt? It's about dealing with the emotions, finding out why you feel hurt, why this hurt you, because of why, what is the reason, and taking accountability for yourself. But anyway, that's a topic for another day. So a lot of you guys are in relationships with people that are not ready, people that are spiritually entangled with other people, and people that come into relationships for the wrong reasons, guys. Some people come and get into a relationship with you because they are trying to run away from another relationship. Specifically, there's other people that are married and marriage is not going well, and then now utumelo uthabo ubani shares another girl for the fact that he feels like the wife is unreasonable. He feels like the wife is pregnant now. She's not more active in the bedroom like she was. There is wrong reasons. And then some people, unfortunately, are very gullible than others. They believe everything they hear, even if they know that there is wrong red flags rather. They still go into the relationship. They end up having children, and it becomes an entanglement. And sometimes you find someone who's still married to someone else, and they leave their wife for you. It's not because they are ready for you. It's not because they're choosing you. Maybe they feel there's too much fire there. They can't handle the heat. So they go to the cold because you are easier. They don't have to work hard to be in a relationship with you. But a marriage, again, is something that's completely different because we are not the same. So I'm not saying you are cold, but I'm just saying that cold doesn't mean physically, but it just means that you don't demand a lot. Because some people emotionally demand a lot, even when they don't say anything. It's just the personality that they have, it's just the aura that they have. So this person moves from that relationship because they're not really ready to deal with the heat. They rather go towards the cold because they feel comfortable or much happier in the cold. Wrong reasons. But either way, it can also be good reasons because you know what you can handle and you know what you can't handle. Some people are in relationships because of financial reasons. I am unemployed. I need someone who can take care of me as a banana coco, I get myself a sugar daddy, even if it's not a sugar daddy, but someone who can afford, someone who is well off, someone who's not even well off, that works every day, even if it's not a good job, like any kind of job, just because I know every month at least I'll get 200 rand from this person so I can survive. It's nothing to do with compatibility. It has nothing to do with emotional compatibility. It has nothing to do with, are you well spoken? Can you, what do I need in a man? If I have a list in terms of what kind of person I need, you don't meet not even 20% of what I need. But for the fact that the biggest part of my need is money, I'll go with that. And then the next thing, you sleep with each other, there's kids. And then now you have to stay with this person because now there's children. You don't want to raise your children outside of a marriage or outside of a relationship, whatever the case is. Some people just live together. Now you stay and you're stuck with this person. But now later, years, you realize, oh, hi man, this guy, he chews loud. This guy is not neat. He's not the most tidiest person, and when are you obsessed with being tidy? This guy doesn't dress well, Mara, when are you dress well because you like things. This guy has nothing to do with, knows nothing about, I'm a restaurant, he can't eat with a fork and knife. I'm just making an example, guys. This is the reality that we're living in. Eh? So the wrong reasons also play a big role in a relationship, because you guys go into relationships out of peer pressure. You want to make sure that you show up with your friends, so you get a guy that has money because he's going to fund your lifestyle. But you find that this guy is broken in so many ways. He's abusive, physically, emotionally, but you keep staying and you keep going with this guy because financially you have to show up. There's a lot of people like that. Even the ones that you look up to, guys. Friends, family, neighbors, fathers and mothers. They stay in the relationships for the wrong reasons. They went into the relationships for the wrong reasons, and most of them are not happy. They are only there because of logic. They are only there because of stability, because sometimes when you move from a relationship, your life turns upside down. But when you stay, even if it's uncomfortable, you stay in that relationship, you choose stability more than, because when you're single, life is not easy. When you are alone, when you are one, it's not easy. But when you have someone to cry to, when you say, yo, I didn't get paid this month, she'll be like, no worries, I'll cover the bills, I'll do this. Now you relax. So you get it now. So Umjolo, the dating game. I'm not sure if I forgot any other point that I've mentioned. I can't remember if I did. But Umjolo goes with so many things, or people that are not ready to be in a relationship. Like I said, I think I mentioned that in passing as well. Some people's standards are way too high, né? And they get to a point where no one can meet their standards in terms of what they want in a relationship. And when they finally get to a point where they realize that there's not really much or many people that can meet them some way, so they lower the standards enough so they can just get someone who is easy, who can be controlled, who can be told how to act, how to eat, how to dress, how to put makeup, so that you move from here to their standards, even if it's not permanent. But for the fact that when he says jump, you say how high, he brings you there. But this person, you see my hand is sitting straight, is because this person is not flexible. They are not willing to do anything, but they want you to be igek, if you want to use that language. You must be movable. You must be easy. You must be willing to go with their BS. I know it's bad language, but I'm just saying. Whatever they give at you, you must be willing to do it. So this person is not ready to be in a relationship, but they say they are. And then they always go for these people because they want you to listen to them. Some people, ego is a big part of themselves. They enjoy controlling other people. They want to be in control all the time. And if someone is like that, they are not ready to be in a relationship. When your standards are so high, or your ego is leading so high that you're not willing to make space for another person, then you are definitely not ready to be in a relationship. Because a relationship is a two-way street. We are not here to save each other. We are not here to give each other answers. We are not here to, but we are here to coexist. Coexist together. I'll make more videos. So I really hope that it makes sense. You guys need to pay attention into your life, pay attention into your relationships, and look into where are you going wrong, what are you doing, and how can you improve in terms of your life, so that your dating game can be better, so that you can. I mean, a lot of people want to get married and a lot of people want to settle down, but at this rate, oh, I forgot another one. Let's do part 3. Sorry.